Hello everyone. So last time we did this dungeon, which was the Immaculate Trial, and ended up finishing the trial, which kind of involved us getting exposed and killing everyone who saw us. So I'm going to start out by exploring these two paths that we haven't been on. I doubt there's too much here. It seemed like this was intended to be the bulk of it, this area. And after I finish exploring this, we can go use that key to the Immaculate's basement in their like a temple in town and see what we find there. And after that, we'll just see what happens, I suppose. Okay, so this path ends almost immediately. Looks like there is something right here though, so this path might lead us around to it. And if not, we at least got a chest out of it. I believe we had another crossbow waiting. Yes. So this one does a little more damage. That's a level 15 one. Has some pretty bad penalties, minus 0.7 movement. So I think we'll find a better one before level 15. Which makes it vendor loot. We do need to start putting points in dexterity again, it looks like, though. We're good on this one, but probably somewhere between level 13 and 15. It looks like we're going to need another dexterity point if we want to keep using crossbows effectively. We'll head back to town. Let's see what they have going on down in here.
Look there! A portal.
Shall we find out where it leads to?
Oh, some bloodstone.
Striking it rich!
This portal might take us to that village, whatever it was called, the Immaculate Village.
Ah, a peaceful wood. The caterwauling of cultists was making me ill.
Lucula
Sacred
seems
stone.
fairly infested with Immaculates. I wouldn't count on a long respite.
We'll do a little scouting in this area, see if it's a good level for us or might be too difficult. We did fight level 13 people in that trial. Guess we'll just try to head to that town. There's a piggy. Well, that's protected by just about every element. There's gotta be something hidden up there. We'll worry about that another time. Okay, that's a path somewhere. Need to find out where the bridge into this city is.
Halt, trespasser! The hallowed village of Sacred Stone is hardly open to lost ones of every make and kind. What proof have you of your devotion to the conduit, to the goddess, to the one way? Present your immaculate amulet if you are friend to our cause. Welcome, compatriot, fellow, friend. Enjoy your stay at the most enlightened village in all of Rivellon.
Okay, let's figure out what's going on here, I suppose. It's Inebrium Smith.
We think money bags, ready to empty those pockets.
I wonder if Tenebrium... Does it cause the rod if we use it? we're still trading with him.
Heard there's a talking wishing well there, though.
What a load of bullocks.
Any plans for after this gig is over?
Are designed not only to collect wayward fluids, but also to muffle any unsavory noises produced by defiant lost ones. Now, note that the goblin's blood runs red, nearly identical to a man's. The volume of the blood can cause quite a mess, as you can imagine. So we're careful to perform the sacrifice within our specialized chambers only. These chambers are designed not only to collect wayward fluids, but also to muffle any unsavory noises produced by defiant lost ones. Welcome, curious soul. Please, remain among we followers of the Immaculate Way and learn the teachings of the goddess. Where once you were lost, now you are found. Most feared illness, but most blessed gift. The conduit came to those miners afflicted with the terrible disease and offered them salvation, showed them that by sacrificing the lost among them in the name of the greater good, they could cure even the most hopeless case of rot. We are disciples of the goddess and soldiers of the greater good. We seek to raise ourselves from among the lost, to become enlightened by the teachings of the goddess as delivered to us through our holy conduit. We live in harmony with the tenebrium, at one with its curses and its blessings. The enlightened may be permitted to draw the energy, the lifeblood from these lesser souls, an honor for the lost one. The link between we mortals and the almighty goddess. It was she who showed us how to transform Starstone, that seemingly vapid gem, into precious, life-giving bloodstone. It was she who showed us how to use the blood of the sacrificed to create healing magic. She dwells in the Tenebrium mines now, along with those deemed enlightened enough to defend the goddess upon her return to Rivellon. Yes, bringer of rot, the goddess's bane. Miners in Silverglen uncovered this strange mineral only recently. It was this discovery that brought the conduit from on high to us souls willing to receive her. Our most precious relic. We obtain holy bloodstone by first securing a shard of starstone. The sacrifice of a lost one over this simple gem transforms it into a jewel capable of miraculously healing one laid low by sickness or injury. Before the conduit came, starstone was little more than a pretty gemstone used for pure adornment. Fools were we not to realize that the stone came from the goddess herself. Fools were we to adorn our statues, our swords, our jewelry with a material capable of becoming bloodstone.
Oaks are strong, but they're slow as well as oak.
Say, you ever made it down to Sightsee?
Nonsense anyway.
Not
I
in
never
mine.
saw them fight so
Heard
much
there's
as
a
Cole.
talking wishing well.
They're Rivellon's most yellow-bellied chicken.
What
Reminds
a
me of
load
a
of
song I
bullocks.
know. The imps are out a running.
Oh, these are her here talking.
Plans for after
Full
this
and
gig is over.
bright. Their squeals
appears
of
to be
wild
locked.
tremors on music in the night.
not red. I guess it won't
Hey, I
get me in
know
trouble if I open this.
Crystal snows can
Artisanal
swing.
hand
Blizzards
serves.
shake
You
and
haven't
turn.
lived until you
So
tried my
long as
windswept
imps
eyes.
flee from me, my heart will blaze and burn.
Well,
Don't you
colour
find
me a
it internal
simpleton.
$50
Your
around
singing voice is as sweet as honey
Could be
wine.
worse.
Aw,
My brother's
shucks.
the
You
god
think
of
so?
King Maria's
My ma
balance.
always said the same.
Yeah.
She's got a mighty fine ear on her.
Sorry for your loss.
Let's hear another. What'd you
Oh,
say?
come on. It's not that bad in Heimheim.
Any plans for after this gig is over?
I've always wanted to start my own business, actually.
Is that right? What sort of business?
Artisanal hand soaps. You haven't lived until you've tried my
I thought that was
windswept
lockpicking
eyes.
for some reason.
Gearing him, killing him, sticking him, bleeding him, smashing him, bashing him, chopping him, popping him, dropping him. Hail, friend! Don't be shy. Sing along. Yeehaw! Oh, hearing him, killing him, sticking him.
Plans for after this gig is over?
I've always wanted to start my own business, actually.
Is that right? What sort of business?
Artisanal hand soaps. You haven't lived until you've tried my windswept hyacinth. Well, you know what they say.
Ain't it a rosy enough picture for you, have I? Dying to pull up your ski socks and dive right in? Well, I can tell you this much. Our regiment got through by way of the White Witch's own cabin, if you can believe that. The rift runner ought to be there still, and a rift's the only way in.
Had to wager. What would hearing him, killing him, sticking him, bleeding him, smashing him, bashing him, chopping him, popping him, dropping him, a little of these, a little of that, a few dead imps, a raw prisoner or four, not to...
Okay, something about Hyberheim, which we gotta get to through the White Witch's cabin. Okay, we got this like bloody river over here. You can walk in it.
Could be worse. My brother's a guard at King Maria's balance.
Yes. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad in Heimheim.
Please, you've got to help me.
Say, you
That
ever made down
maniac
to
is
sight
after
here?
me. She's going
Not
to
mine.
pass me.
Heard there's a talking
By the
wishing well.
seven, who was that? She killed that man without so
One
much
load
as
of
blinking.
bullocks.
And she...
Any plans for after this gig is over? Whoa there, Hartford. You're not planning on barging into Lady Attenborough's workshop, are you? She's a woman of inscrutable standards, and hardly a wisp of patience. Strong as an ox, nutty as a squirrel, and holds this whole village in her right hand to boot. We've been hired to fight for her, and fight we will. But standing guard outside these doors is like having a front row seat to watch the goings-on of a loony bin after dark.
My soaps would burn through the competition.
Well, isn't it obvious? An eternal and steadfast glacier like myself is the ultimate in protection. Lady Attenborough summoned me, and Coalface over there, to serve as her own personal bodyguards, though she don't seem to have much of a problem defending herself, do she? The conduit, capital C? I think Attenborough once blew the head off a visitor who dared to say that word without her express permission. Well, I'll tell you this much. If I came upon a cult as intent on sacrificing elementals as this law is on humans, I wouldn't be poking my nose into the head honcho's workshop. Your kind certainly don't take to it, that's for certain. Without special training techniques, humans will drop dead shortly after touching the stuff. Attenborough said there's a bloke in Silverglen. Brandon, was he called? Anyhow, I guess he's training folks to handle the stuff without getting sick. She calls it an abomination of the goddess's bane. Knowing her, she'll have that Brandon's head on a pike for messing with her precious, poisonous rocks. Ah, those little curiosities Lady Attenborough is always jonesing after. The Immaculates around here are an interesting bunch. They let blood over those gems to turn them into bloodstone. Some sort of powerful relic of magic. We elementals don't judge much one way or another. Bloodstone, starstone, redstone, bluestone. They haven't an effect on us in any case. Take care now, and don't go pestering Lady Attenborough, eh? No need to stir the Badger's den. You'll turn the whole town against you while you're at it.
Careful now, Squishy. Take care now.
But I think the shambling oak can shake 'em off.
A few blows.
Okay, we probably don't want to go in there,
Oaks are strong.
which means that looks like that's pretty much this whole place, unless we can go in this back room. Also, this looks pretty tall. Is it possibly 2-story? I don't think so. I think it's just one
It's not that
high roof. Yeah.
He's full and bright. They're squeals and
So Brandon teaches you how to handle tenebrium. I think we have a quest for him. I think he's the one who wants us to go to the mine and put tenebrium in this bloodstone cage. Let's see, can we go back here without angering them? No.
The goddess's way, young initiates, is not always easy.
Let's go see if Brandon can teach us anything right now, or if we have to complete his quest first. Not sure where I will find him. Last time he was in the miner's office, but I think he walked out. He's probably in the inn.
Hi there, cutie pie. Wanna have a good time?
Not in the mood for your games. What games,
Over
Granny?
here, sweet
You've always
cheeks.
been Silver Glen's
I'm
finest
aching to share a
attraction, you
moment
know.
together.
Tell me, sweetie.
Oh,
no,
no.
pantomime. This hot. I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend. A strange sort of substance, discovered here around 2 years ago, and folks have been clamoring to get their paws on the rancid stuff ever since. To the right buyer, it's worth more than diamonds.
In my day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand.
Okay. I can't get him to teach me yet. Let's check out these guys real quick.
Where the wind blows, the goddess breathes. Where the rivers run, the goddess weeps.
Goddess greetings, friend. Her greatness gave us fire, her greatness gave us earth, and my savvy brings you spells at the best rate in town. Come, give me your best offer.
Granny, you've always been Silver Glen's finest attraction.
+2 intelligence.
Call hither, sweetheart. Oh, if I had a star right behind you, right in my face.
know I could take you on a wild ride if you let me.
How's business for you anyway? Well enough, well enough. It would be better if
Kind of want an Earth Staff, so I'll wait on that, I think.
waiting for a particular plan of mine to pan out for now.
What's intelligence going to give me? So supposedly just damage.
Come hither, sweetheart. Oh, if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I would gather
Not a huge amount of damage for sure.
Tell me, sweetie, you and someone, or you always?
Still, maybe two intelligence would be worth it.
Tell me, sweetie, you and someone, or you always?
I think I'm have enough intelligence for all my cooldowns.
You believe in the God gave me to give the answer to all my questions. Hey there, tall and strong. Up for a little roll in the hay. Not to there, Mom. I'm on the move here. What changed, friend? You've always been Silver Gwen's finest direction, you know.
Goddess greetings, friend. Her greatness gave us fire, her greatness gave us earth, and my savvy brings you spells at the best rate in town. Come, give me your best offer.
Oh, we'll go ahead and get it. It's not that much.
Come hither, sweetheart. Or if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have a gather for you and nothing.
Hi there, cutie pie. Wanna have some fun?
Tell me, sweetie, you and someone, or you always?
Okay, so Brandon didn't have any information on the Sneebrium for us. Let's check out the cabin. Someone in that town did mention it.
Come hither, sweetheart. Or if I had a star for every.
Wait, I can talk to that mushroom? Oh, I should probably try that.
Are you so desperate for company that you've taken to befriending fungi? Well, we're glad to hear it. It's quite a lovely sort of barrier, isn't it? Who doesn't enjoy a gentle, breezy motion against one's backside after all? Then again, we suspect it's been hoisted up by some not-so-savoury characters, and we happen to know just how to remove it. The only trouble is finding the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person to entrust such a secret to. Here's what we propose. We've a fresh batch of 3 brain teasers hot off our thinking caps. Perhaps, if you can answer them correctly, we might find you spirited enough to entrust with the barrier's deepest, darkest secrets. But it isn't all fun and games. We hardly offer second chances to the beriddled. If you give us a single false answer, we'll clam up like morning glories at midnight. So, do you have what it takes? As is your right. I must say, though, that I've never before seen a chicken so perfectly formed into the shape of a human. What's your secret?
I'll do a quick save before this.
I sung of chaos. Well, that particular topic just happens to be our forte. We suppose we could start flapping our gills as easy as summer grass, but where would be the fun in that? We do so love a good brain teaser off. Perhaps if you can answer each and all correctly, then again, it isn't all. This is better news than the Orc Queen misplacing her thumbscrew. But enough delays. Let us begin. Your first riddle begins thus. The ravenous brute tore down my chartreuse gown, ripped out my silken hair by its roots, wrenched my children from me, and fed me to the hogs. Who am I?
What? No! The answer is clearly a pumpkin.
I've already kind of forgotten what it said, but the silver hair makes me think it has to be the corn, since it has those little fuzzies on it. And I guess ripping off the gown would be the husk.
I'll be damned if I trust the logic of a dead fool walking.
Oh, come on. No way. I'm not changing now. Really is advantageous to keep one character, like, awful at this.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Ha! We knew we weren't to be bested. There's no riddler among us like a fungus. You were a kindly dunce, but we're afraid our gills are sealed nonetheless. Oh, sorry, but...
Oh no, what did they say? How much money? 2,500. Okay, this is dumb. The computer just made me lose it. And against all odds too, because I was like the first... No, I was like the second argument I've lost against her.
If anything, it ought...
Well, we never. To be in... I sung of chaos. It's quite a... Then again, here's what... But it isn't all fun and games. We hardly offer second chances to the beriddled. If you give us a single false answer, we'll clam up like morning glories. This is better news. The ravenous brute tore down my chartreuse gown, ripped out my silken hair.
So I originally intended to accept the outcome of all charisma arguments, good or bad, but I think it's just stupid that the AI comes in and ruins a riddle minigame for me.
An ear of corn.
But you look so very alluring when you're agreeing with me.
No, we'll do as I say.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo! An ear of corn indeed. Can you imagine a sheep in a chartreuse gown? A pumpkin with silken hair? The fantasies of a fool. Now, on to our second riddle. And this one's sure to stump you. I cannot lie, I cannot lay, but only lie. Who am I?
Okay, I think it's I cannot lie, so stone can't lie because it can't talk. It cannot lay because lay is the verb that means to like lie down, but it's already lying down.
Are you mad? The answer is a politician. But you look so very alluring when you're agreeing.
No, we'll do as I...
You've done it again! I'm thrilled. I'm amazed. I'm liable to present the very last riddle. This one will blow you out of your stockings, so hold on tight. I've a neck as long as twice the width of a toad's tail, as many eyes as half the number of seasons per annum. I'm known to cause hurricanes in the Far East merely by taking off 2 minutes too late. Who am I?
Okay, let's process this one. A neck as long as twice the width of a toad tail. So that would be small. As many eyes as half the number of seasons per annum. So 2 eyes, small neck. Hurricanes in the Far East. Okay, but I can't think of Earth geography. I can think of whatever this world's geography is. Really by taking off 2 minutes too late. Who am I? Is it talking about like a butterfly effect? That's my only thought. It's like, you know, the butterfly effect, some small change ripples. Weather vane doesn't have eyes unless there's like some part of it that's called the eye that I don't know about. Man doesn't take off. Well, if she says weather vane, that can't be the right answer.
I'd hardly insist if I wasn't certain I'd selected the right answer.
No, we'll do as I...
Ooh, very good, very good. The last person who tried to solve that riddle puffed away in a small impish huff, mumbling about space-time. But not you. You stuck it out until the very end, you crafty little so-and-so. So, what would you like to know? One thing we know for certain. This barrier doesn't belong here. The wizard Maradino knew as much when he started poking around here. He developed a spell to remove it, but his fancy was caught elsewhere before he bothered to implement it. Down the spell dropped, and up we scooped it. Unfortunately, we aren't quite human enough to get it to work. But you've proven yourself just the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person we'd love to entrust such a secret to. We thought you'd never ask. What would you like to know? Some call her the Guardian of Lucula. And by our estimations, she's more than earned the title. She's a healing witch, concerned mostly with the safety of the living souls, animals and plants alike, of this forest. And she's been here since even before our great-great-great-great-grandmother, Francisca Toadstool the 44th, can recall. We've long lodged adjacent to her little cabin, and she used to greet us with a "How do you do?" every morning. We do hope she's not entangled in anything unsavory. What a shame it'd be if someone with a penchant for heavy-handed hoe-wielding moved in. Murder? That doesn't sound like her at all, no. Much more interested in patching things up than tearing them down, that one. Then again, it's hard to tell on what stalk a person truly stands until you've seen them at the end of their rope. Isn't that so? We suppose if someone held a sword to our caps, we'd fight 'em with every last spore we had. Somewhere in her cabin, as far as we know. The last we saw her, she and her apprentice Almina were rushing inside, whispering to one another. They seemed rather anxious. Perhaps they knew that those Immaculates were on their trail. A group of them followed some time after and erected the barrier around the cabin. We haven't seen the White Witch or Almina since. Oh, somehow we doubt that very much. Have you ever seen a dragon's pajamas? A rat in a Sunday hat? No, no, Source Hunter. We do believe this life hasn't finished surprising you. Not in the least.
I thought it said they scooped up the spell to cast whatever. Did it give it to me? Okay, yeah, it did. Okay, so I totally missed these mushrooms the first time through. So let's go. I think the front door's on this side. Go over here and try to dispel this.
It appears Maradino had some talent mixed in with all that hot air.
He certainly knew how to remove magical barriers, if nothing else.
Oh, there's a chest over here. Well, she doesn't have a belt, so, I mean, one bodybuilding's better than nothing. Okay, let's check out what this mirror thing's going to do. Okay. Bigger lab. Maybe over there in here. Oh, staff kit. Is that what we use to upgrade stuff?
The place seems to have been searched in a hurry.
Searched? I'd say ransacked
Sigurd
is
Beard,
more
what
apt.
a find!
Said I wanted to diversify from air, but the damage looks too good. I'll just keep that one handy though. And I only lost one intelligence doing that switch. Okay, we got the key to that. Where are these books though? I've not investigated what to do with blank scrolls, blank skill books, inert wands, that kind of thing. Oh, another staff. Okay, let's check out this closet.
A chest full of hidden valuables, is it? But it could be anywhere.
So we'll look everywhere. Did you expect to find it marked on your map?
Oh, that is good. I think I'll give it to him. It's basically the same as the other one, but it has poison resistance also. And the archer doesn't really need that since she can remove it. So let's check this out. A little less damage, more crit. I don't know if this chest is supposed to be in here somewhere. Oh wait, can we get up back somehow? Where does this go?
I've spotted something.
Ah. Let's take one more look throughout here. I'm guessing the chest is somewhere outside of here, but who knows? Could just be that this leads to the chest.
But who knows to what dark purpose the witch might have turned it.
Keep your senses sharp for any sign of source.
Could the Immaculates have slaughtered so many beasts?
I don't doubt it. But the question is, why?
Look at this. Look what these Immaculates have wrought. But I will avenge these animal spirits in kind.
A beautiful view indeed. To think this sanctuary has been compromised by dark forces. Forces you can combat.
Did that puddle just address us?
Either that, or our judgment's been addled by mushroom spores.
Oh, the sheep's loot window. It's kind of sad. All the other ones are just kind of bones.
What's this? I found something. Well, what's this I've spotted?
One of them used to be the chest.
So you found her chest. I'm sure she would have wanted you to have it. Come to the lake. I'll reveal all.
Tough choice. Kind of want more health on her because I've been complaining about it being too low. Of course, bodybuilding in its own way is survivability. I'll hold on to the belt for now. Actually, I'll give it to the mage. In case I need the crafting, I'll just stick this in his bag. little worse for movement. Oh, that's a pretty big damage increase. So, I think I'll actually save it here, and we can finish exploring this place next time. So, I will see you guys then.